The man never expected it. He thought that after reincarnating as a dragon egg, he would quickly hatch into a dragon and rule the world. But the system told him he would not hatch naturally. Instead, he had to defeat monsters and gain experience to evolve into a dragon. The problem was, how could a dragon egg attack? And in this world, dragon eggs are the lowest ranked monsters. As soon as the shell broke, would die. And in the eyes of humans, dragon eggs are both delicious and nutritious. So once discovered, he would be killed immediately. Realizing his current situation, Max lost his balance and rolled down the slope. Unexpectedly, this roll made him instantly comprehend the rolling skill. He learned how to control the direction of his rolling. Max immediately thought this was quite fun, so he tried to increase his speed to see where his limits were. But in the end, with one careless moment, he fell to the ground.
落下体勢、ドジのレベルが1から2へと上がりました。
But his already pitiful health was reduced to only 3 points. Fortunately, this place was relatively safe. He originally planned to rest for a while. Unexpectedly, by nightfall, his health had fully recovered. It seemed that as long as he rested, he would recover. Rather than waiting for death, Max decided to observe his surroundings first. While exploring by rolling, Max discovered another creature, a bizarre giant worm. Its stats showed it was a level 3 dark worm. Its title clearly read Egg Eater. The meaning behind this was self-explanatory. By the time he wanted to run, he had already been spotted. Seeing this, Max immediately rolled away with all his strength. After all, he had no means of attack. But unexpectedly, the worm chased him relentlessly. Max realized that if this continued, it was still a dead end. But the worm's stats were all higher than his. In a direct fight, he had absolutely no chance of winning. So Max lured it all the way to a nearby cliff edge. He found a suitable drop point. Then he made a sudden stop. The worm, constrained by its size, couldn't react in time. Max seized the opportunity and directly knocked the worm down. Thanks to his fall resistance and the worm acting as a cushion, Max counter-killed without suffering fatal damage. Killing the worm gave Max 12 experience points. And since it was his first time defeating a monster, the experience reward he gained was directly doubled. Max instantly reached the max level of his current form. He fulfilled the prerequisites for evolution. Two choices appeared before him. First, the lesser dragon, though smaller than a true dragon, it is still larger than a giant bear. It possesses the power of fiery breath. Its strength is enough to make ordinary adventurers hesitate. Second, the treasure dragon, its flesh is tender and exquisitely delicious. With sauce, it would be considered a delicacy. But its combat power was extremely weak. It was highly likely to be preyed upon, yet had infinite evolutionary potential. As they continue to level up, may evolve into various dragon clan branches. Before he could decide, a strange voice suddenly echoed in his mind. The voice told Max that the only goal was to reach the summit. He must not disappoint it. Max realized this was the effect of the skill voice of God reaching level 2. At this moment, he faced a choice between survival and potential. The two evolutionary paths were worlds apart. After a brief struggle, he followed the guidance of the voice and chose the boundless potential treasure dragon. At the moment of breaking the shell, Max gained the title Son of the Dragon King, level 1. He also obtained dragon breath and a series of other skills. His stats were greatly enhanced. But unfortunately, evolution did not restore his health to full. At this moment, Max felt a wave of hunger in his belly, so he followed his instincts and devoured the worm's corpse beside him. But the taste was nauseating. The next day, he went to the lake to examine his body. He suddenly realized he had no memories of his past life. He couldn't even remember whether he had been male or female. At that moment, swarms of worms suddenly appeared behind him, but the evolved Max no longer felt any fear. It was the perfect chance to test his new abilities.
楽勝楽勝これ強くなったんだな